Aderrien Murry, who is black, had called 911 to report a domestic disturbance. His family's attorney says he was trying to protect his mother. The Washington Post reports that Murry followed the police officer's commands and had his hands up, but was still shot in the chest. Officials in Indianola have voted to place the police officer on paid administrative leave while the case is investigated by the state.
After Aderrien rounded that corner, met the police officer, he was shot one time in the chest, where he collapsed to the ground. Apparently, after being shot, he was screaming, "What did I do wrong? Why was I shot?" According to medical officials, he suffered a collapsed lung, a lacerated liver, several broken ribs, was rushed to the hospital where he was then put on a ventilator. But the silver lining in all of this, in this terrible story, is that he apparently has been soldiering through treatments at the hospital, and just a day ago was treated at the hospital and released back to the custody of his family. He's doing okay. The mother spoke about what kind of blessing this was that her family got through this. Listen to this.
He's blessed. I don't know how else to describe it, how he survived. That's the only thing I can say, that he was blessed. He have a lot of questions. He asked me in the hospital, like, why they shot him. He was in good spirit, but every now and then I look over at him and he'll just cry.
There is not only police body cam video, but also unreleased gas station security cam video that has not been shown to the public yet.
This little boy's picture alone makes me weak. I look at the flannel shirt, that innocent face. How innocent is he now? Aderrien Murry had instructed 11-year-old Aderrien to call the police for help as the father of another one of her kids became increasingly hostile. That officer he called for arrived and instead shot Aderrien. Aderrien's family is now being represented by Carlos Moore, the attorney now on this case. Moore has exposed the officer, Sergeant Greg Capers, on social media. Moore filed a request with police to release the footage, but was denied due to an ongoing investigation. Moore confirmed that the Indianola board, Volderman voted to place Capers on paid administrative leave. This man not only deserves to be terminated, but he needs to be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law, Moore said during a press conference. I go back to the before and after, Tizzy, because before this horrific, life-endangering, close call shooting, this boy and his mother believed they could call the police and get help.
That's the worst part for me. The fact that he saw something that he felt was a threat to him and his mother, and that he went to the people he's supposed to go to for help. He went to the police. He called the police to come help. And then even then, when they came, and they're giving instructions, he understood. They don't know that I'm the good guy and there's a bad guy. I'm gonna come out with my hands up. I'm gonna do what I'm told. And then he gets shot. And I think it goes back to something that I say with a lot of these incidents. There's an old expression: when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And time again, it feels that way with police-involved shootings. Like the go-to default is shoot. They call for a mental health check or for a wellness check. Someone gets shot. It's like too many people programmed to believe going into every situation, I need to be ready to shoot or else I'm going to die. And they have their hammer and everybody looks like a nail and they just start swinging. And this young man got shot as a result. Thank God he is alive. That could have been worse, but will he ever trust the police again? Will he ever call them for help again? I have no idea.
I don't either, and I'm reminded of an officer in Cleveland. You said they're programmed, so are we. Too many of us are programmed to believe that this is good policing and just doing what they're supposed to do to protect. There was an officer in Cleveland who had shot so many and received awards for it. We got to do better. I hope that little boy continues to recover.